Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Down, 18 Gator. 55 to Mike. Come to one. General West. We want it. Come to my world. Alert 3, alert 3. They go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, Hayward. You're out. 52. Hey, watch it, watch it. Bang, 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 bang. Watch it. Hey. Screaming. Safety's screaming. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The first carry now. This is Johnson. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. 124. Now alert. That's it. 36. Line.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos 18-yard line. Line 36. 35. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd and 7, Watson stepping up. He'll try and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
53, Mike 53. Mike 31.
To Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 53. 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Switch.
To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Topper! Hey, orbit. Go. Ready.
Locked to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Yes, yes. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe
to heal. They're going to go all out. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. From the gun on third, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Go.
Clock now on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, Zoo. Look at me, zipper. Check 55 to Mike. I got him. Deep rip.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So first and 10 now from the 30.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I can't believe they let you play.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 37, check 37. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Check your hot read.
Get it.
On first down, Locke. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Back to throw, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Check three. Jumper. Hatchet. Kill.
Check 31.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Eat. All day, every day, any day. SOS.
Hey, Charlie.
SOS. You go tight. You got
Hey.
You got tight right there.
Check 50.
Shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Come on.
So
set.
after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Rock it. Go. Hey, seam 6.
Switch gears.
49, check 49.
Now. Let go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again, it's Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 20. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, reach. What? Squeeze. Go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Five.
Kill. Check 99. Check 99. Check 31. Check 31.
Back. Ready?
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got his tight end fan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
General West.
Watch the slats.
Smooth.
Hey, turn it up. Check four.
Yo, go. Snap.
Lock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Whip. Watch the whip. Jam.
Yep.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
Ready, break. 6-6, bullet high, and alpha.
Go. Save. He's coming. We got
5.
Lock gonna throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
On the ready.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now, looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Man, look at me. Door. Hey, lock it.
Into the red zone, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Locke able to get this to Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch it.
You draw quarter. Bang. Get it.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Matchbox lights.
You. Watch safety creep.
Hey, Sam off.
Safety's creeping. Kill.
Go.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
That's our own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Check it back, check it back.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
These babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, wahoo!
55's mine.
Yes. Take up.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Kill.
Now it's Lindsey. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Leo.
Switch.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Bravo.
Check. Fresno.
Go.
Check. Lucky.
Ready.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. This throw caught right around the 6. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on, D. 24.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready? 8, read. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Showing up.
5.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day, just like that. Just
Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam, slam.
Mike, 55. Right there.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On third down, it's Lindsey. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.